So you're in a position where you're calling the girl, but maybe she's ignoring your calls. Texting her all day, but she's taking too much time to reply. Maybe you're trying to set the date. If she's playing really hard to get, you might have been unable to convey your value and sex worthiness at the right time. Now guys, why does this usually happen? This usually happens if you've set the wrong frame for the interaction. And what is frame? Now frame is your reality. Whether it's your beliefs, your mindsets, things you say to the girl, your boundaries, and all of that build up your frame, which is your reality. Now think about it. You're talking to a girl, you really like her. You really like this girl. You think, okay, she's the special one. Let me reply to her, in under a minute. Let me be always available with her. Let me just try to meet her all the fucking time. What happens with all of this is she will take you for granted. And this is basically setting the wrong frame. Now, one thing you also have to understand, I was talking to Todd Valentine and he told me about this concept, and this is a pretty good concept, so I want to share it over here. Is frame is like a business deal, alright? Setting a frame is like a business deal. Now, for example, if you meet a girl and you set a frame that you're going to meet her once a week, it's just going to be a fuck buddy relationship and you're just going to meet her once a week. So she'll be more comfortable to meet you once a week. But if you meet a girl and you hook up with her and you start meeting her continuously every day, right? And then you meet some other girl and then you want to shift that girl, the other girl who you were meeting every day, to at least once a week, then it's not going to happen. The girl is going to tell you that she's really not into it because at the end of the day, you have set a frame of meeting her every day in the start. So a frame is like a business deal, sort of. For example, if me and you, we go into business and today we're like, hey man, let's be 50-50 partners and let's start this amazing business and let's just get to work. Now we get to work after the first quarter, the profit is enormous and maybe I didn't work that hard, alright? Maybe I didn't work that hard. I kind of slacked off a little bit and you come to me and you're like, hey man, let's go 60-40 now because you didn't work that hard. I'm going to say fuck no, alright? I'm going to say fuck no because the deal has been made, the contract has been signed. So setting a frame is like signing a fucking contract, alright? And that's why it's very important, guys. It's very important to set the right frame from the start if you want the interaction to go where you want it to go. Now talking about frame control is going to be another video in itself, but today I want to talk about what to do if a girl is playing hard to get. Now the major problem is the frame setting. Apart from the frame setting, what you need to do right now is you need to change the frame. Now one thing you have to understand is if you abruptly change the frame, you're going to be a different person for her. She's going to know that, okay, you're learning some weird thing, or maybe you are, you're doing some weird stuff because of which you've been changing the frame. But guys, one thing you can do is slowly change the frame, alright? Don't change it immediately, but change it slowly. Maybe you have been talking to a girl for a long time and she's playing hard to get, but you're giving her the value, you're putting her on a pedestal, and it's been 6 to 8 months. Now, immediately if you cut her off, immediately if you tell her, hey, I'm busy, I don't want to talk, she's going to get to know that, okay, this guy's doing probably something weird. So slowly pace it up, alright? Slowly build it up. Hey, I'm a little busy right now. Hey, can we talk later? Hey, I'm just, a little busy. And you also have to show her that you're open to other options. You have to show her that if she doesn't make a decision, she's going to lose you, alright? Because at the end of the day, maybe you were always available to her. Maybe you took her calls all the time. Maybe you replied to her in under a minute because you liked her. And that kind of means that you were always available for her. Now, if you're always available to a woman, then she will take you for granted. She will look for better options and then she will take you for granted because you're always available. You're a guy who's always going to be there no matter what. No matter she flakes on you for a date, you're always going to be there. So it's time to change the frame. It's time to slowly cut off, alright? It's time to take the syringe out of your hand and throw it away. Because at the end of the day, you have to understand it's going to take a lot from you if you don't do that. And that's one thing I realized when I was in Singapore. I really liked this one girl, and because of her, my whole pickup game was going so bad because at the end of the day, I was really interested in her and I'm meeting so many girls outside as well. But I really don't feel like meeting them because I'm like, okay, I have this girl, but I don't really have this girl because she's playing hard to get. So if you're stuck in this kind of a situation, it's very important to completely take the syringe out of your hand, throw it away, and to minimize the contact with her. Now, I'm not saying completely cut off with her. All I'm saying is minimize the contact with her. Maybe wish her on birthdays, social occasions, meet her for social occasions. Apart from that, this is the time you're going to focus on yourself. You're going to focus on gymming. You're going to focus on looking better, getting in better shape. You're going to focus on working on your passion, working on your business. You're going to focus on yourself, on your dating life, and you're going to be open to other prospects. Now, one thing I realized in my journey was boundaries create a lot of attraction. And initially when I started pickup, my boundary was very simple, that no one is allowed to get in my house with shoes, alright? And I would get these girls from parties at night, like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. back in Singapore, and we would just walk up and I would just tell them, hey, please put your heels out. And I saw that it's generating massive attraction. Now, this was back when I was 17 or 18. And one thing I realized, having clearer boundaries not only helped me to uplift my mood, but also to create a positive self-identity. And also how to say no to other people in a way where you're not disrespectful, but you're just maintaining your own boundary. And that's what I learned by building my own boundaries. So back in the day, I was actually really into this girl, and this was, I think, 2018. And this girl flaked on me. She's like, hey, Arnav, I am not coming out on the date. I'm so sorry I got busy. And this was probably like at the end moment. So I just texted her, hey, I'm planning to leave my house. And she's like, hey, I'm so sorry, I forgot to inform you. I'm really busy. I cannot meet. And at that time, any guy would be like, okay, I'll let this pass because I'm really interested in that girl. I really want to fuck her. And I'll let this go. But I decided at that time, she wasted my fucking time, right? She wasted my fucking time. Now I have to go anyways because I made up my mind. I have to go out to the club, do some fucking game. And I have to go from my house 1 hour just alone, doing some game. So I decided, okay, I'm at least going to tell this girl that this is not acceptable because I actually wanted something long term with that girl. So I just decided, I'll tell this girl this is not acceptable because in the long term, if she does this over and over again, it's going to waste a lot of my fucking time. And I really value my time. And when she flaked on me, I just texted her, hey, it's not cool that you flaked on the last moment. I would have appreciated if you would have told me earlier because I would have scheduled my day accordingly. And the girl, she texted back, hey, I'm so sorry. I'm super apologetic about this. I didn't know, I would have work. What are you doing afterwards? And I realized that maybe the girl is actually busy. Maybe she's actually busy and she still wants to meet me. And by setting up a strong frame, I made her realize that, okay, this is not a guy who's going to take shit. This is not a guy who I can flake on, who I can meet anytime. And that's why she texted me, hey, let's catch up tonight. After my work is done, I definitely catch up with you. So when I caught up with her, when I met her, I was actually talking to her and I realized that setting up that clear boundary made me much more attractive for her because she told me about the experience with other guys and she told me, this has become my subconscious habit. If I get busy, I forget to inform people. And I'm like, this habit is just not going to work with me, sweetheart. Now, another thing I realized when I was talking to her was how guys take shit to get laid. Alright, how guys take shit to get laid. And she told me about all these guys she's flaked on from Bumble or Tinder or whatever. And she's told me that, these guys never said shit. They were like, okay, I hope your work goes good. Please text me afterwards. And she loses attraction instantly because the guy is always available and he's giving her so much value for nothing. She's just a fucking random girl. Maybe she's a beautiful girl. Maybe you'd want to fuck her. But at the end of the day, she's just a random girl who's not contributing anything to your life. So set up stronger boundaries so people generally don't flake on you. And even before flaking, they think about it that, okay, this guy is a busy guy. He values his time and then they will start valuing your time. And I know there might be some guys who might just be thinking, but how to get the girl who's playing hard to get? How do I get her? Now guys, let me tell you just one simple advice. Alright, just one simple advice which is going to help you, which is going to break it or make it. And the advice is pretty simple. Just get her out on a date, just get her out on a meetup and ask her out. If you really want to, if you're obsessively thinking about her, just ask her out. You want to end this situation then and there because guys, you have to understand if she's flaking on you, if she's playing hard to get, even if you ask her out, she's definitely going to say no. She's definitely going to say no and that's going to break your heart. And that heartache you can use to actually work on your fucking game because you've been obsessively thinking about her. So just go and do that. Just go and ask her out because you want to stop the thoughts at the end of the day. You have to understand it's time to put your energies elsewhere, which is investing time in yourself, whether it's your gym, whether it's your fitness, whether it's reading, getting new knowledge, whether it's working on your passion, working on your business, whatever you need to do to become that 10 in your own head, you need to work on that rather than chasing the girl. At the end of the day, even if she's playing hard to get and you manage to get her out on the date, think about it. You manage to get her out on the date. And I've done that a couple of times because with game, you'll be able to do that. A girl who's playing hard to get, you can get her out on the date. And you might as well just sleep with her. You might be physical with her, but what you'll realize is the date is not that good because at the end of the day, you're chasing her to come out with you on the date, alright? The conversation is not going to be that good. The vibe is not going to be that good, which means the sex is not going to be that good. So is it even worth it to get a girl who's playing hard to get? Now personally, if a girl plays really hard to get, she's flaking on me, she's not replying to my texts, she's ignoring my calls, I would not chase her. I would not chase her. As a man, I would like to spend my time with a girl who wants to spend her time with me, not with a girl who I have to chase and who I have to achieve like some kind of a prize. Because at the end of the day, it's just two cool people meeting and the girl is not the fucking prize. You are. Now, if you think this video is helpful for your dating life, do click the subscribe button and the like button. And apart from that, guys, I have a special gift for you. Now, I wrote down a book with my team. It's called Beyond Small Talk. And this book is going to help you work on your verbal game. And apart from that, the concepts I've shared in this book are concepts I've used in the field multiple times. So they're proven and tested concepts which I've put in the book. And this book is definitely going to help you with your interactions taking to the next level. So all you need to do is click on the pinned comment, click on it, go to the website, key in your email, key in your full name, and you'll get that ebook. Now, guys, it's free for a limited time only. So make sure you grab it as soon as possible.